All right, for weeks now, Hamas has been urging nations in West Asia to intervene against Israel's strikes in Gaza. It has been looking keenly at Lebanon, where Hassan Nasrallah leads the Hezbollah outfit. And it has been looking at Iran as well, that has publicly been issuing threats against Israel. But all of that, it changes now. Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has reportedly told Hamas chief Ismail Haniyeh that Tehran would not join the war against Israel, while communicating that this to the Hamas leadership earlier this month. It is being reported that this position was taken given Iran was not given any prior notice of the devastating terror onslaught of October 7th. Now, news agency Reuters has reported this development based on interviews with 3 senior officials in Iran. It marks a stark contrast to the earlier comments which have come in from the Iranian leadership towards Israel. Iran, meanwhile, maintains that it would continue to offer political support to Hamas. The Iranian leader also reportedly asked Haniyeh to silence those voices in Hamas calling for Iran and its ally in Lebanon, Hezbollah, to directly join the war against Israel in full force. The report claims Hezbollah was also caught off guard by the massacre. Since the conflict began, there have been a string of attacks on US forces in Iraq and Syria, as well as almost daily exchanges of fire across the Israel-Lebanon border between Hezbollah and the Israeli Defense Forces. But Hezbollah has now refrained from launching a full-scale campaign. Last week, an extraordinary meeting of the Islamic Arab bloc nations was held in Riyadh, while Iran's President Ibrahim Raisi made a strong pitch for taking concrete diplomatic actions against Israel, and other members of the group reportedly refused to take any measures that would discipline Israel. So far, Arab nations have refrained from directly getting involved, even as citizens carry out wide-scale protests against growing civilian casualties in the Gaza Strip. Now, in fact, Qatar, one of the key members of the bloc, has been at the center stage of negotiating a deal over the release of hostages held by Hamas. After years of friction with regional counterweights in the West Asian region, Iran recently entered into an agreement with Saudi Arabia, a deal brokered by China. And with China itself looking to mend ties with the US and the West, Iran has perhaps decided against its policy of walking alone, at least when it comes to maintaining a close relationship with Hamas.